welcome back to my channel. I do hope you're doing well. Oh guys, it is a cold Sunday evening and I was like, you know what, I'm in a reminiscing mood. So we're coming back with the travel diaries, which we haven't had. When was our last travel diaries? I want to say Iceland. Oh my god, that was almost a year ago. This time last year I was getting ready for Iceland. Oh my god, heaven forbid. But I thought, we've had our roundup of St Lucia, but what we'll do, we'll have a little travel diaries episode where we speak about some of the things that we've done, and then you get to see some pictures that you may not have seen in the vlog, you may not have seen via social media. So it's kind of like a little sneak peek. I am very comfy and cozy in this bed position. You would have seen it on the roundup of St Lucia. And we've actually got the bed up, so it's not made yet, so please don't crucify me for that as of yet, but the bed is up. So I thought, you know what, we'll just be comfy, we'll be cozy, and let's get in with the travel diaries of St Lucia episode. Right, so I do like to take pictures of everything and anything, guys, and that's no different to when we're on holiday. And what me and Dan tend to do, we take videos, and then from the videos we screenshot the pictures, and then we also have the memory of the video and the picture. If anyone else does that, please do let me know, because Dan had never heard of it before, and I was like, it makes sense, because like you can put it up, you can get in position, do your thing, and then you've also got the fun memory of the video also. So let me have a look. I'm just trying to find my phone at the minute. Is very chaotic. There's Christmas bits, there's holiday, there's house bits, there's Primark, there's just a lot of stuff here, my lovelies, you know. And let's have a look, where was we? There we are. So as you all know, before we go away, we checked into the Premier Inn. We always go there the night before, and we actually had a very lovely view of, from our room, we actually had the main like entrance into Gatwick. So we just stay at the Premier Inn at the North Terminal, and as I say, it just saves all the hassle in the morning. And ever since Dominican, when it was the oil protesters, it's just given me the heebie-jeebies, to be honest, to go to the airport the morning of your flight. I just think there's just some things that like now don't sit right with me, and I think a little hotel stay kind of gets you in the holiday mood, you know. You're kind of like, yes please. And as I say, me and Dan definitely got in the holiday mood. One partaking in a Baileys and one partaking in a Guinness. We then went off and checked in, and if you've seen the Come to the Airport vlog, you know it's a little bit chaotic. My hand luggage, for the very first time, got checked to see if it was within the size limits and the weight. My hand luggage is always over. I've never ever had my hand luggage weighed before, but this time I did. I was like to Dan, I don't know if you're like a bad charm for me right now, but I've never had that happen. And of course they weighed it and she said it was over. She said it was too big to go into the thing. So Dan quickly took the laptop out and she was like, yeah, that's fine. We then went through to security. I got pulled for my bag at security for my perfume. I was like, I have never had this before. I've never had, it's normally quite smooth sailing for me. So once we eventually made it through, Dan decided he wanted to detour down the whiskey aisle. In duty free, it's probably never an area I've really partaken in to look at, but yeah, we got there and he had a good look at the whiskies, found a few that he wanted. I also found a book. If anyone has read this one or seen it, it's by someone Shycore, and it's just basically called Conspiracy. If anyone's seen this or read it, please do let me know if it's worth it or not. We saw this at WH Smith on the terminal. And then we went through to our lounge, and I had just a very basic breakfast, guys. I had sausages, hash browns, scrambled egg and mushrooms, but this was the first time I'd actually had an alcoholic beverage in there. I had a Baileys, of course, and Dan had a whiskey. We was loving life, as I say. These are photos that you guys will not have seen. This was our departure photo to Brogan and Liam, and we was like, we are ready to go. See you on the other side. We then got on, and I can't lie, guys, I I just like to be comfy on the plane. So Shannon being Shannon, I had my neck cushion, and within about, I'm going to say 10 minutes of being on that plane, I'd hijacked Dan's hoodie because I get really cold on a plane. I don't know if it's just me or anyone else. I can be warm. I had a jacket, and then all of a sudden I was absolutely frozen. Now, I love takeoffs. Mama G, when we was younger, she doesn't like flying. She hated takeoffs. She wasn't too bad with the landing. But me and Dad, we used to actually fight over who had the window seat going out and coming back. Normally, I'd get it going out because it'd be a morning flight, and coming back would be at night time. So Dad could have that. I love just seeing the scenery, and I don't know about anyone else, but I love the clouds. I've got a weird thing with clouds. I like to try and like see if there's pictures or messages in there, but I really do like the clouds. Like this one, Dan said it looked like a dragon. I don't know if that's gonna show. There we go. I said it looked more like a duck. But yeah, we'll see how that. The food wasn't too bad actually on the plane. The food was okay. I had a Thai green curry, and Dan had, what's he had looking at this? I think he had like some chicken in butter bean sauce. Of course, the drinks were free flowing as always, so he was very happy about that. And then I always love to get a shot just out of the window with the, is it the engine or the wing? I don't really know, guys, but I just love them types of shots. Now, when we landed, you definitely had that. You land, they open the door, and you're like, ooh, I am here. It wasn't, however, the same vibe when we returned to Gatwick and it was pouring down with rain. You get the, you're back to England. Like, you come back to reality with a short, sharp shock, that's for sure. So the transfer was a bit longer than we thought because we landed the same day as the Olympic gold medalist. But we was actually really lucky because we went through and saw all of the people doing their street parties, and we saw a little bit of what they class as like natural St Lucia, this being one of their lookout points on our drive over, which is just lovely. The palm trees, everything was so lovely. The Royalton room. You guys know me, the reason I love the Royalton is for this. The jacuzzi bath, but this time we had 2 beds. Last year I only had the 1 king size, so I had more room to like manoeuvre and do my little jump-ins for TikTok. But this year we had 2 queen beds, so I was like, okay, not a problem at all. Dan was fascinated and absolutely loved all of the free skincare and bath care that we got. And then we headed to bed after having a meal of room service, and we was plumb tuckered for the night. And then me, being me, because I can never wake up at a normal time, I was up at about, I think it was 3:30 on the first morning. And that was me out taking a view with the scenery of our balcony behind us. And we thought, you know what, first morning, let's wake up. And we went down to the beach. And now when I tell you the beach, let me just show you that. This, guys, for me, crystal sand, gorgeous sea, morning sunrise. It was lovely. A lovely little stroll around. Then we had a little mosey on down to breakfast, which was Dan's favourite part of the day. He absolutely loved his breakfast. And guys, when I tell you breakfasts were very varied, so for example, this one, what have we got here? We've got a fried dumpling, we have some scrambled egg with spinach, we have some plantain, we have a St Lucian baked bean with some stewed mushrooms, bacon and sausage and hash browns. But then you know what, we've just chucked in some chicken wings. So Dan always says the best meal of the day is breakfast. So I took this into account for the first few times, and then after I was like, nah, I am much more of a lunch girl, but I still partaken in a little light breakfast. I used to really like enjoying the fruit actually. And then throughout the day we would be either at the pool or we would back at our pool, and there would be Dan reading away. He actually read so many books, guys. I think he read 2 out there, and he's just coming towards the end of his 3rd one, the Winston Churchill. But this is the thing, like, you come home and you don't have time to do what you do on holiday, which is literally just relax and read. That's what we done. That was our that was our little forte, just reading, relaxing, absolutely just being chilled, being at one. Yeah, it was very, very nice. The pool was lovely, and whew, we should do a video to see how many drinks we actually consumed, because these were our best friends. Cocktails by the beach, yes please. And as I say, we literally just poodled along. I'm trying to find ones. Oh, we saw a wedding, guys. That was a wedding that we saw. So cute. That was the groom just waiting for the bride down there. And then it was evening time. So let's have a look at a few of our outfits. What have we got here? Because me and Dan, we done like the jumping trend. Let's have a look. And this is just us being absolutely goofballs. Waiting to get down there for dinner, and off we went. And then, oh, this is probably one of my favourite photos of him on the holiday, guys. From the first day, when he got absolutely obliterated and went asleep sitting up. I love that. So as a reminder of, did you go a bit too hard on the first night? He's like, no. I'm like, okay. But the food in that was absolutely lovely. As I say, the Royalton has so much variety, so many different restaurants. And what I would say is, even when it rained and you had like part storms and everything like that, there was so much to do on site. So indoors, obviously you had your room service, your mini bar, just chill. You then had the spa that you could go to. We actually didn't go to the spa because the hydrotherapy section wasn't available. It was like going under refurb, and we didn't really, we was going to have a massage, and then we thought we'd rather put the money towards the meal on the beach. We had the romantic beach dinner, so we done that. We also had the sports bar. Then if you needed to go from your room, say across to the main beach, you had your umbrellas so you wouldn't get caught out. You had a like boutique shop on site, you had a jewellery store on site, you had your little souvenir minute mart, you had your coffee shops, your ice cream shops. Like, there was a lot to do on campus in essence, if you did have those rainy mornings. But as I say, it was actually really nice sometimes just to sit on our balcony and you just watch the rain go in the pool, and it's just, then all of a sudden it goes like mega hot and mega bright. You're like, absolutely love this. Where are we? This is a clear example. It's absolutely torrential pouring down. You can see all of the puddles in the back, and there's just Dan, because he did get me in the pool on the first instance. You guys would have seen the video, and I was a bit like, whoo, whoo, okay. Now food wise, I mean, I don't know what I liked more. Honestly, guys, the food here was so good. I actually really did enjoy this. This was a carpaccio of beef with some lettuce and salad, and I think it was like a tartar sauce. Absolutely lovely. I mean, you can start to see here I am I'm starting to get sunburnt. That first day, I don't know why, Dan, he takes photos of me like very off camera, like I'll be talking and then he'll just snap away. But look at them tan lines. Look, I've never had tan lines like that. And the first day we was there, it was overcast. I didn't actually think we was going to get a tan. And yeah, St Lucian sun is hidden and it gets you. Now, another thing which was very good, if you go, you can go to the volcanic mud baths. If you do that, you normally head out from Rodney Bay Marina, I think. And we picked up the boat there. We went out. You saw the pitons. You saw the Marigot Bay. We went to a little snorkeling place. We done the baths, and it was a very, very lovely day. And looking at this, we had our photo. This wasn't professional. This was just on our phones. I love this picture. This is probably one of my favourite pictures of the holiday, because we've got the Piton Mountains behind us. Absolutely love that. I said I think that could be like frame worthy, because we're trying to sort out, once the house is done, once it's done, to have like a collage wall. Or maybe something within the hallway where like we put all pictures of memories and travels and everything like that. I mean, also very... Oh, we got fireworks out. Oh, cute. Fireworks are still going on. And then like I would take these random scenic pictures of Dan. Just like very... I said to him, this is like profile pic worthy. Look at him. He's just chilling. He's got the... What's behind him? That was Marigot Bay actually. And then me on the other hand, I'm not really photogenic. I just laugh. Every time he tries to take pictures, I just laugh, and I'm either getting windswept. I'm just like, no, it's not a vibe, guys. My pictures are not a vibe that Dan takes of me, that's for sure. I'll tell you what was good was the teppanyaki. You would have seen when he got Dan up to chop the egg, and it was like, do 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 do. And then he goes at the end like, what's up? And that was very fun. I'll tell you something that surprised me. Matcha cheesecake. I'm not a matcha girl, but I'll give you that. That was very, very nice. Now, Dan is a lover of pastries in the morning, okay? Pastries and cakes. This was a regular occurrence to have a morning pastry plate of cakes, and yeah. That was a usual synopsis for Dan. Mine, however, I used to love when we went to the Diamond Club morning. My poached eggs, smoked salmon, hash browns. Yes, please, that was a bit of me. The beach itself was absolutely lovely. But again, oh goodness gracious me, my hair. Look at this. We was in the sea. Lovely little picture of us. If I zoom out, my hair, whoo, that's all scuba-y. Very at one with nature. And there was Dan just floating in the sea, like the Red Sea. I'm trying to find where we went to. The rum distillery. Let's have a look. This is a nice one from the rum distillery. This was before we actually started doing the tasting, because if you've seen the vlog, you will know the tasting got quite messy. To be honest, there was a lot of rums there, and whew, very, very hot to say indeed. We caught quite a few lovely little sunsets. This one, there was a guy actually out there snorkeling. That was very unusual to see. And then, where was it? Oh, I love this one. Us with the little sunset behind. Love that. So as I say, it was very, very lovely, even of the evening, to just chill. I still can't get over my tan lines in all of these, guys. Ay, ay, ay. We had, I tell you what, this was probably one of my favourite little outfits of the night. It was my polka dot dress. If you remember the maxi dress, I loved that one because it was very flowy. I could eat all the food I want because I knew we was going to Armadillo. I knew that was the menu we looked at, and we was like, oh, there's a lot of stuff in this. And I mean, we did partake in a lot. And then we had, where was we? Zip lining. Oh my god, guys, zip lining was a blast. It was the first time I've ever had to wear a hairnet. And I mean, it was not the most flattering, I'll give you that. But I thought we looked so cute. Look! Off ready for a zip lining and aerial tram day. Absolutely loved it. And as I say, it was Dan's first time zip lining. He said to do like that degree. We then, I mean, there's just food countless. Oh, this was one. I didn't realise Dan had actually taken a photo of me driving the canoe. That was an experience and a half, guys. I can't lie. I was very much, whew, I was very much. And then I got many stages of Dan being in his people watching stage because he loves to people watch. This was him watching, I don't actually know, we was in the steakhouse and it was just, I think he was watching the fire show. But I got like so many set clips of him, and then I was like, dinner's coming. He was like, oh, okay. And he got one of me and it was kind of like a, I said, see, you just, my ones are just not flattering at all. However, I do love this. This is probably one of my favourites from Rodney Bay, not Rodney Bay, Pigeon Island when we went. the waves at Pigeon Island was immense. Like, they was very, very high. And however, at the end of it, I was not loving life, guys. We climbed, as I say, to that big mountain, and you can tell by my face, I'm like, whoo, get me down, get me down, get me down. But yeah, it was a fun hike. I mean, would I do it again? I probably would take water with me. I definitely will, because we didn't have water. And then we come back and wanted to catch a little sunset of the evening. So we went down, parked up the camera, and just sat there and watched the evening glow. And then, of course, we had our photo shoot, kind of, on the beach. That was lovely, and probably some of my favourite photos from that. You guys, I think I've put these on my Instagram. I love this one. This is just, oh, I love that one. That makes me so happy. And then one of them that makes me really laugh, she was like, pick her up, and I was like, what? They was like, pick her up. So we had a photo picking me up, and then we had to like look out over the sea. And where was the one where we started to, oh, that was it, because she was like, you're so small to him. So we had to like look at each other. But yeah, we had, our album has actually come through. I'll have to try and dig it out and show you in a moving vlog or something, because at the minute it's with mum. But yeah, it was lovely. Absolutely gorgeous. And probably that is the vlog that you see the most of Dan in, because as I say, we was chatting away, eating, stuff in our faces as per, because the food, oh God, the food was so delicious, guys. Delicious. And then, oh, here we are. Here is Dan on the teppanyaki table. Bish bash bosh. And then before you know it, guys, I am back to my sad face, and it's home time. So yes, was not happy about that. Not happy at all. But I did get a gorgeous shot of the wing and the pink sunset. So yeah, absolutely loved it. And that again is another adventure gone for the year. As I say, I speak a lot more about the hotel and everything in the roundup of St Lucia. And as I say, if you did want to come along and see what we done, oh, more fireworks, that's cute. If you did want to pop along and see what we got up to, the 5 holiday vlogs are before. But yeah, another little travel diaries episode, and probably these are the first ones with the new intros for the travel vlogs, because the only thing that will change on them will be the colour range on the back. If it's a cold one, I'll probably put it to a blue, or if it's hot, it will stay with the pink and yellow. But yes, if you did enjoy the video, guys, you know what to do. Hit that thumbs up and subscribe down below, and leave me a comment, anything you want to know about St Lucia. Which one of them photos that we showed did you think was your favourite? But yes, take care, stay safe as always, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.